Okay, so if you are struggling with the homework, the first thing that you're going to do today, and if this is the only thing you can get done today, that's fine, is you are going to do what I've done with numbers 2 and 3. So you are simply going to identify the variables that are given and what you are trying to find. So here I have 40 degrees Celsius at 2.3 liters, and then we want to know what the temperature is in Celsius at 6.5 liters. So I know that Celsius is going to be temperature. So I'm going to go T1 is equal to 40 C. T2, then my second piece of data is going to be liters. So that's going to be volume. So that's V1 is equal to 2.3 liters. And then my last piece of data is 6.5 liters. Liters is volume, so that's going to be my V2 is equal to 6.5 liters. And I'm checking both my liters are agreeing they're the same unit, so that's great, 40 degrees Celsius. And it says what temperature in Celsius, so you can just go Celsius to Celsius on this one when you ultimately solve this problem. But if you're not quite sure how to solve the problem, that's okay. Tomorrow you'll get a little bit more help. But what you're doing today is just highlighting or circling your variables and identifying what they are. So on this one, it's a little bit more tricky. You have 3.6 atm, so atmospheres is pressure. So I would have P1 equals 3.6 atm. And then my next one is 348 Kelvin. Kelvin is temperature. So T1 is going to equal 348 K. And then the next one is my T2, it's degrees Celsius. So what I want to do is I'm going to make sure that my units agree, and you want to go with Kelvin if possible. So remember that Kelvin is 273 degrees Celsius, or 273 degrees plus whatever Celsius you've got there. So 273 plus 4.8 would equal 277.8 Kelvin. So that's what I would do on that one. So you'll just go through and you will identify what do you have. And then, of course, you probably want to identify what you're looking for. So it says, what would the pressure be at 4.8? And so you would just put P2 equals question mark, and you know that you're solving for P2. So if you're struggling, go ahead and do all of that. Fill out your right-hand column today. Even if you can't figure out which law and which equation you're going to use on the ones that aren't given, go ahead and identify your variables. Try to identify which equation you're going to use, but if you can't do that, at least identify your variables.